Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today's lecture is on Hamlet as a revenge tragedy. As a revenge tragedy, Hamlet is in Senecan tradition. In Senecan tragedies, the theme of revenge was a dominant note. Subsequently, it became famous in the Elizabethan period. Thomas Kit's The Spanish Tragedy and Shakespeare's Titus Andronicus are based on the theme of revenge tragedy. The reason why these dramatists dwelt on the theme of revenge is that people greatly enjoyed it. Revenge tragedies, since they deal with stirring actions and exciting situations, arouse the people's emotional excitement to a much greater degree than an ordinary theme could. The following are some of the salient features of revenge tragedies. Number one, it deals with crime, usually murder, with different motives. Number two, the duty of vengeance is laid on the next kin or relative. Number three, the ghost of the dead reveals the fact about his murder and imposes the duty on the hero to take revenge upon his murder. Number four, the protagonist accepts this duty as a piety responsibility, although he faces many hardships. And five, there is a lot of bloodshed and the wrongdoers are destroyed. Hamlet is not a conventional revenge tragedy. It has no doubt all the above ingredients of revenge tragedy, but Shakespeare has struck a new note in this play. He has given psychological touch to the theme of revenge. The impediment Hamlet encounters in carrying out Ghosts' injunctions is not so much due to external factors, but due to internal one. Hamlet is not a conventional avenger who blindly follows the instructions of the ghost. He is very much scrupulous, and therefore he does not leap in the dark. He wants to verify the truth of Ghost's words. This scrupulously causes great deal of conflict in his mind. Throughout the play, he is haunted with the dilemma of to be or not to be, and it is this dilemma which makes him irresolute in taking vengeance. This is not to say that Hamlet is completely passive, but Hamlet's problem is that when he thinks too much, his action slows down. He acts on the spur of the moment. Even the supernatural elements in his tragedies are not so crude as in other tragedies. Shakespeare has made it an instrument of justice to punish the evildoers. But for the revelation of the ghost, the mystery about the death of the late King Hamlet would not have been known to Hamlet, and thus the culprits would have gone scot-free. It is in this sense that the ghost becomes the source of divine retribution. Unlike other tragedies, here in Hamlet, it is not the external factors which imitate against the execution of the ghost's mandate, but Hamlet's own conscience. In Hamlet, the revenge is not one-dimensional, but three-dimensional. There are three persons involved in revenge. In the first place, it is Hamlet, whose father has been murdered by his uncle Claudius. Secondly, Fortinbras wants to regain the piece of land his father had lost to the late King Hamlet. He is therefore described in organizing the soldiers to attack on Denmark. As a revenge hero, Hamlet is different from the other two. While Hamlet is scrupulous and he wants to be sure that the person against whom he is taking arm is a real culprit, he takes for granted that the murder has been committed by Claudius. As the revenger, Hamlet serves as a foil to Fortinbras, while Hamlet dilly-dallies in executing the vengeance. Fortinbras takes quick action without thinking of its consequences. Whether Hamlet wanted to take public or private revenge raised a great deal of controversy among the critics. Hamlet's delay in taking vengeance is often attributed to his intention of taking public revenge. Moreover, public revenge has destroyed the reputation of the royal palace. Hence, Hamlet simply wanted to take revenge. Hamlet is not a conventional tragedy, although it has some of its features. He always transmuted the borrowed material into a new shape. Thank you very much.